How's it going, guys? So in this video, we're going to be talking about the Pelicans beating the Spurs 113 by 103. And so this was a good game all the way through. Pretty much the whole time, it was pretty close. I mean, no one really, the Pelicans never really truly, like, you thought, like, oh, this game's over. Kind of like with the Hawks and the Hornets game, where it pretty much by the end of the third quarter you knew that the Hawks pretty much were running away with it. This game, the whole time, the Spurs were still pretty much in it. They could have had came back. So I just want to run over a couple of these stats real quick as we go through here. I'm trying it this style this time, just doing this because the last video got copyright strikes. So, well, if you guys don't like this version, you'd rather see like some clips in the background, just let me know. I'm not that worried about the copyright strike thing. It is what it is. But let's. So what we got here? We got Vessel had 23 points. 3 assists. What's another big one here? I know someone had a double double. Who was it? It was. Is that on this one? Oh yeah, this guy here, Valen Kakunas or whatever his name is. I can't pronounce it. I'm sorry. He had 14 rebounds, 22 points. Ingram had 27 points. That's pretty big. That's a really good night. This is pretty much why I would say these guys probably won. McCollum had 32 points. They were hitting their shots when it mattered. And then this one is a little bit more spread out. Still, I mean, they only lost by 10. I mean, that's pretty normal, especially late in a game where, the score can sometimes be inflated a little bit. So anyways, those are some of the stats for you guys there. I just wanted to do that real quick for you. And then you look at the game charts, it breaks it down a little bit more for you here. Like, there wasn't 13 turnovers and still winning. That's pretty good. I mean, it's bad to turn the ball over, but, it's pretty good. They ended with a 54 field goal percentage. The Spurs ended with a 40.7, 38 3-point shots, 40%. Both of those are pretty, I'd say, normal. I think those are pretty good. Free throws, most people hit those, unless you're Giannis. All right, so let's go with. All right, so let me break down. So in the first two quarters, the first half, the Spurs were hitting by halftime 47, from field goal, and 75% for the Pelicans. So both those are pretty dang good. I mean, no one really stood out in the first quarter. No one really put up that many points. But in the second quarter, by the end of to halftime, McCollum had 27 points already at halftime, which is pretty damn good. So I guess, that's something big there. And then third quarter, no one really had any, no one had over 20 points for the Hawks by then, or I didn't really see any stats that were significant enough to really talk about. I mean, both teams were playing really good, but the only person that had mind-blowing stats was really McCollum at this point. So I didn't write any other names down, so that's on me. I'm sorry. But I think yeah, it's just both teams played really good. If you go through here, first period, I don't know if it changes this stuff or if it only shows you the field goal percentage up here, but I don't know. It was a really good game. It was really fun to watch. There wasn't as much drama. I mean, at the end, I think there was someone who threw their mouthpiece or something at the crowd, or maybe that was the Hornets game. I can't remember. But for the most part, this game was just a good basketball game. It was fun to watch, very entertaining all the way through. It didn't get to the other game did, where it was just a snooze fest by the fourth quarter. This one, you felt like the Spurs had a chance. And there's not much else really to say about it. I mean, it was just a good game, and it's fun to watch, and I'm excited to see the Pelicans move on and play. Was it the Clippers, I believe? Yeah, good journalism. I know. But yeah, so it is right there. All right, so yeah, it is the Clippers. Um, so I'm excited to see the next games, which I believe are when tonight or tomorrow. I don't know. Whenever they are, I'll be watching them. I'll have to double check. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'll talk to you later. See ya.